Alrighty, here we go with Pandemic of Maeve US versus Magmaw. Now, tanking this is actually kind of bad for a video, I guess, because you get pushed right up against a wall there. So I'll try and tilt the camera and all that, but no promises. So, Magma actually melees fairly hard on a tank. He can hit for maybe 50k. He's got a fairly long swing timer though, so tank damage, while spiky, shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so here you see he's just spawned some adds. There's a sort of fire pillar that he spawns underneath a random target, and about 10 larvae pop up from that. So how we deal with that is we'll have all of our DPS and healers group up in one spot, and then when the ads spawn we'll all move to a second spot. There we see we moved from sort of the center of the area off to the left. And there's the ads again, and so we just go back the other way. That allows you to predict very well where the ads will be spawning from, and then CCing and slowing properly. You can Ring of Frost them, and the way we were dealing with it, we had our Frost DK in Blood Presence using Howling Blast to get aggro and everything. So now he's picked me up. You'll see there's like a message across the screen there. When the tank is picked up like this, the tank will be taking a lot of damage, so I just popped Bark Skin, but I was still taking ticks of about 40k. And when he picks you up, he'll do a... He saw there was some smoke on the ground, everyone needs to get out of that, and soon after that people will be able to jump up on his back and tie him down to this spike on the ground. We'll get to that next time around, I think. But anyway, while he is impaled on this spike, he takes 100% extra damage. It's sort of like XT, and the heart's out. The other thing he'll do is when he's done picking up a tank, he will put a debuff on them that reduces their armor by, I can't remember if it's 50% or 100%, but it's pointless to try and DPS well, it's difficult to try and heal through it. So we do a tank switch. So Feral Druids are okay choices for this, I guess, because we can go kitty for them. But our Prot Paladin, Belaski, was actually doing some pretty crazy AoE damage on the ads when he was DPSing. So there, Belaski just got picked up. We got to move out of the smoke. And so when that message pops up, people jump up. We had Jack and Downs, our Shadow Priest and Fury Warrior, assigned to doing that. And there he's pinned. So if you are a Feral Druid tanking this, I highly recommend getting as much damage in as you can as Cat, but make sure you've switched to Bear and have built up some rage before he goes back to being tankable. Because rage-starved tanks are never good. So another thing you'll notice, I'm pulling him off to the side here. That's really just to get the melee DPS somewhere to attack from behind. He does like a lava spray, but as far as I can tell, it's just sort of random AoE damage. It's not like a frontal cone. So this fight's actually fairly simple. We've already seen all the mechanics. so we're just sort of going through the motions at this point. Important to note, healers make great use of your AoE heals. Since everyone is grouped up for the ads, it's practically impossible to miss somebody with them. Alright, so there's the ad spawning again. You can kind of get a better view of it this time. So a quick note about the ads. If they get too close to you and they have aggro on you, I think if they get within 10 yards, or maybe it's 5, I can't remember, they changed it at some point. They will sort of hop onto you, and you'll get a debuff that you are infected. And once that debuff runs out after about 10 seconds, you will spawn another larva. So that's why we have our DK in charge of getting threat and then running away for kiting. So here we actually messed up. One of our assigned people to try and pin him did not go up successfully, and so he broke free. And our prop paladin is now dead. So there's the battle res. It's not a good thing when you miss that, but as long as your healers have mana, it's pretty easily survivable. As you can see, each phase only lasts maybe a minute or so. Just looking at my grid though, it looks like our Rested Druid is low on mana and we're starting to get overrun by ads. Alright, so not the cleanest kill ever, but I mean, you can tell this content's pretty easy if we're able to down it with 3 people dead and healers running out of mana. Good job, everyone. Let's get some loot.